Hi, it's Anthony with Lighthouse Construction, and today we're back with a new home build on Little Detroit Lake, where we're taking you beyond the blueprint. Let's take a look at kind of this grand entry here. So as we transition in from the entryway, you're gonna see neighbor Nick.
Dude.
What do you?
Dude, hey, how's it going? Anthony, right?
Yeah, nice to see you, sir.
This is crazy what you guys done in here. I mean,
You just are here, yeah.
yeah, you remember me, right?
Yeah, no, how could one forget Nick? It's a pleasure.
Seriously, the stone, it's like magnificent.
It is, it certainly is. Let's
Wow.
talk about that.
Wow, I'm just gonna keep walking around, man.
All right, well, fun. So, yeah, let's talk about the fireplace, right? Kind of the anchor of the room. This lot of volume here, nice natural stone product, large gas fireplace, kind of focused around these beams. Again, the center of the fireplace, center on the room. You get that nice oak ceiling that matches some of the stained doors throughout. And if you kind of just turn and transition, you'll start to see how that really frames the entryway into the kitchen, where the range hood's gonna be centered, island with the sink centered. So really nice space with a lot of this centering kind of being the common theme throughout here. And again, that nice oak, which is traditionally kind of more of a traditional wood, but in this case really helps to soften some of the modern elements of like the casing and base trim that actually matches the paint color of the walls.
The windows, dude. What's up with them? I mean, you can just see everything out of this.
You can, yes. So this glass is actually clear glass in our windows here today, Nick. And that allows us to take advantage of the view. You know, that's why you build on a lake, is to really get to take that in. So in this space here, we have a door which leads to a sweet deck that we'll go take a look at in a little bit. But again, that darker color helps to kind of capture and frame that view.
It is a sweet deck. Jeez, I'm just gonna keep looking around.
Yeah. Well, why don't we let Nick keep looking around and we'll take a peek at the master suite. So let's talk a little bit about not only the layout, but also the stage in which we're at. So you can see here, the walls have all been painted, our beams are all installed, the columns here. And you can see here, this casing was pre-finished to match the wall color, but you'll notice here where that miter comes in, we're actually in the finishing process where we've sanded down some of these seams, filled it with nail holes, with a nail putty, and then we'll come back and we'll paint all of that. And that's really what's gonna allow us to get that high level of fit and finish. Because a lot of times when you see painted millwork, you can see where some of those nail holes are. And although they're not gonna be perfectly invisible, going that extra step, Wall, to mask those things goes a long way. So as we enter the master suite here, I'm just tripping over stuff left and right. We have our floor protection down, all of our base trim is installed, casing in this room. We're protecting that nice engineered wood floor. Again, like this pocket door here is a great example of where you start to see some of those modern elements with the monochromatic casing, and then you get that nice stark contrast to tie in some of those elements, those beams, the ceiling details from the living room. Really nice. In the bathroom space here, the closet space, which is accessible from the hallway, we have a nice area for a laundry over there. We actually have an attic access. If you look above me, you'll see. And then we have just a nice sized closet here that's accessible both from the hallway and the master bathroom suite. If you take a peek in the shower, you'll see Mr. Nick just taking in, are you inspecting the tile, making sure it's nice and flush?
Dude, tile on the walls? You gotta be kidding me. I need this in my house.
Yes, it's certainly a nice feature to have. You can see the nice recess and niche there, ready for plumbing trim outs. And again, you'll notice that nice curbless transition. So there's just smooth right into the shower, but yet there's a taper to that floor.
When is this gonna be operational?
You know, when?
Yeah.
In time. It's hard to say.
I just wanted to stop by sometime and try it out.
Yeah, come back in a few years and it might be done. As you look into the bathroom here, we have a private stool room, HVAC, floor, all prepped for that. In here we have this nice tile wainscoting that is gonna act as a spot to surround that nice freestanding tub. And there is a wall recess here where we'll have some nice shelves. We've talked about using some of that nice beam looking material to tie in those warm oak elements as well. And then over here, we've actually done a dropped soffit to kind of create a nice intimate space here. And then we've added, we will add lights into this, and there'll be a nice vanity in this space as well. And then we transition into the actual suite area, and this is where they'll have a headboard can really set this room up one of two ways, on this side or this side. I believe the plan right now is to put the headboard on that side.
Sweet is right. I mean, wow.
Yeah, and you can see here we have a nice sliding door, again, that oak element. And the reason we've done a sliding door here is it gives us the most flexibility. If they want to put a nightstand over there, they're not going to have any weird swings, and all of the spaces are really private within the bathroom and the entire, this wing of the home. So it actually is going to work out really well.
That really rolls smooth too.
Yeah, very smooth drywall, no major texture on this. And then back out to the hallway. So off of the living room and master suite, we have this nice study. Arguably, this could also be classified as a bedroom because there is a closet here to add some nice functional storage into that space.
What is this space?
That's a closet, Nick. So that's where you put clothing, potentially. In this case, probably books, blankets.
It's small. It's really small. It's so cool.
Yeah. Is there a vaulted ceiling in that closet? Or is
no, man. There's nothing.
We'll let Nick be in there for a while, but I do like the French doors in this space. It kind of adds a nice elegance. And again, our beamwork here, we're actually gonna have lights that are gonna be dropped in this to highlight a nice artwork wall here. So this isn't gonna be a big wall space when it's all furnished. That'll be nice and accommodating for that. And then as we walk in this kind of central hallway space here, you're gonna see the kitchen over on this side we talked about, and then we'll start talking about some of these master suites. So on this side here, this is gonna have a carpet floor in it, which is why there's no flooring installed, because we actually installed the carpet after the base trim is installed. We have a nice size walk-in closet, nothing massive, but certainly nice for a guest bedroom. And then in this space here, we have a private bath for this bedroom. We have a nice shower surround there. We've taken that wall all the way across with tile. They've actually started installing the plumbing fixtures and trim outs here, and then a private water closet as well. Let's take a look at some of the other areas of the home. So this is actually the powder room / full bathroom in case if they wanted to use that other study as an actual bedroom. Again, the tile comes across from that wall. We're gonna have a floating vanity in here, outlet just in case if a client ever wanted to do a duvet or some sort of a fancy toilet seat, and then shower space. This is a really cool room. So this is actually gonna be a full pantry. So there's a lot going on here. We have under cabinet lighting, a sink dishwasher, and then we also have a plumbing rough-in for a coffee machine here. So versus doing that in the kitchen, just kind of remove some of the mess that's involved with that, even with those nice built-in systems. Keep that kind of nice and tucked away in the home. And then some additional refrigerator space there to kind of act as an auxiliary fridge for the kitchen. In here we have a nice laundry room. We're gonna have a bank of cabinetry here built in for storage, a nice washer and dryer with a nice pedestal underneath of custom cabinetry. We got Nick here next to our building permit, as well as the sink for this laundry space. And this was really designed because there is a lot of nice views here, although the lakeside's obviously the main view. There's also some nice woods and forests around. So while you're doing laundry, a spot to look at people driving in the driveway and so on is certainly nice.
So when is this place shut down for the day?
They actually are never fully shut down. They have some security cameras and stuff, so.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, no, they're always on. I think they have like some sort of safety measures in place for that. Here you see we have a nice entry area off the garage where we have a sink and just some nice locker system type storage. And then in here we have the last master suite, which is pretty much a rinse and repeat of the first suite that we walked through. So we're now standing in the outside covered porch area. So if you look up, you're gonna see this beautiful stained cedar ceiling. It kind of ties it into all of these nice column details here that are gonna create a pergola. And it's a beautiful transition from this nice tile floor into this maintenance-free deck, which is a really nice quality product. I see Nick's got some drawings of ours over here. What's going on, Nick?
What the heck, dude? Is this real?
That is
a grill outside?
Well, this is actually a 3D image, but this right here is real, Nick. So it's helpful to see exactly what we're gonna take and put into place, both so we can build it. So this is kind of the visually helpful piece.
Could you give me one of those? You should see my grill.
I'm sure we could. And then this right here is kind of some of the 2D that actually allows us to know where to rough this stuff in. But yeah, this is all green treat. So this is gonna get all a stone veneer face, and then there's stainless steel appliances and cabinetry that'll help add some additional storage out here. And then we're gonna do a nice poured concrete countertop, which will be really nice in this space.
I'm just like thinking about it right now. Flipping a burger, having a dog.
And look at that view as you're doing it too, right? Pretty nice. I mean, not you, of course, because this isn't your home, but.
Yeah, whatever, man.
So let's go take a look at the front. So on the front side of the home here, we've really continued a lot of the masonry stonework here. We have this fun tower feature that kind of helps to anchor and solidify the entry. And if that's not focused enough on it, we're also gonna bring in some cedar accents, 8x8 posts here on these sonotubes to kind of mimic what's going on in that outdoor kitchen on the back side of the home. So it's really cohesive inside and both facades of the home.
Man, I'm just inspired by it all, man.
I'm glad you're inspired. You know,
so much.
It starts with an inspiration, and then we take it on to design and right through to construction, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go chill out front, but
Okay.
it was good to see you again, man.
Good to see you as always, Nick.
Hey,
It's a pleasure.
Last time I remember we just didn't do the best outro. Do you mind if I join in?
Yeah, so we're just gonna say where we took you beyond the blueprint. So thanks so much for joining us on today's episode featuring
Nick Livingston.
Where We Took You
Beyond the Blueprint.